Hey YouTube, Dre here, back again with another unlock guide. In this video we're going to be covering the Dark Ops missions within the Blackout mode. So if you didn't know how to get here, you just go to the main menu, player, challenges, and then Dark Ops classified. So at the moment I've been kind of like hovering through the forums and people seem to only know how to do 7 of the 9. So I ground them out, was able to get all 7, and I gathered some footage, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Let's get right into it. First objective we're going to cover is Fist Spider, and the objective is to kill an enemy only using your fist. I found this easiest to do at the start of the match, and normally if you can kind of look for a hot drop area, that ups your odds to completing it. You may have already done this within some of your matches previously, but as long as you can find somebody straggled out or rushing for a gun, you can have a little boxing match, you're good to go. The next mission is called Back in the Ground, and the objective is to kill 100 zombies. Honestly, I think you're going to be able to do this kind of progressively as you play Blackout and you go to the different zombie areas through the matches. But if you are looking for the zombie spawns, they are the blue beams in the sky. And I will bring up a map here and kind of highlight the different areas, and you guys can check those out. But you'll be able to get the kills progressively, I would say, so I wouldn't stress on this one unless you really need it right away. But killing the 100 zombies is all that's required, fairly simple, and you're good to go. The next mission is called Open the Blast Doors, and the location we're looking for is Fracking Tower. So as you see in the video here, I think it's best to just kind of hot drop off the plane, landing straight down on, and you're kind of looking for the 2-cylinder towers. If you walk up the catwalk in between the 2 towers, there is a button that you can activate at the end there. Press that, you know that it's activated when you look forwards, and you'll see the blast doors opening up. This is actually a nice little area to loot as well, so it's worth checking down there, and in the case of this video, I was able to find a supply drop. So let's move on to the next one. The next mission is called Zombie Jams, and we are just landing slightly west of Array. This is actually one of the zombie spawn locations that I mentioned at the other mission. Now in here, you just go inside the diner, you find the jukebox at the end, and I noticed when I came up I didn't actually see an interact button, but just get close to it, press your normal interact button, whatever you chose to bind it to, and the music will start playing and you're good to go. Moving on to the next mission, this one is called Red Light, Green Light, and the location is at Cargo Docks. The objective here is to loot an underwater supply stash, and it is located at one of the 2 buoys at either end of the ship. One thing I'd like to clarify right away is this does not spawn every match, so if you're going to attempt this one, be ready that there may not be any supply stashes on your first attempt. This took me 5 tries, and on the 5th I was finally able to locate one of the supply stashes for the mission. You can see in the video here, I landed at the first buoy, checked underwater, and noticed that there was no stash, so I started swimming to the opposite end of the ship to check the other buoy, and luckily enough, I did have a supply stash there, so it was good to go. But that is definitely something to keep in mind, that it won't be 100% spawn rate, and this is definitely something that you're going to want to hot drop on, because if another player does get there first, then you will not get the challenge completed. Next up we have Baller, and it's a fairly easy one. You just need to grab one of the basketballs and shoot it in a hoop. I went down to Estates, and I will admit that I tried to fast drop on Estates many times, and aside from the fact that it's not the easiest just to get the ball actually into the hoop, there is tons of people that normally land there, and most games I died just trying to just get the shot and get the mission off. But this one, luckily, I was alone and I was able to do a couple tries, and you're kind of have to find the sweet spot with the distance. I found most of the time I just kept bouncing it off the backboard, but get one of the baskets and you are good to go. Last but not least, we have Practice Makes Perfect, and the objective here is to shoot a bullseye at the firing range from at least 90 meters away. I would recommend bringing yourself a sniper rifle, makes your life a little bit easier. And one additional note would be to hit the middle. You have to hit the target in the red dead center there. I wasn't really sure how far the distance was, so you could probably use my reference in the video of just hopping over the wall. That was able to give me the mission, and you guys can go from there. That kind of wraps up all 7, and I will try and keep you guys updated when the remaining 2 come out, and I'll post up another video to complete this guide. I would love to hear your comments and feedback in the description. If there's things you liked or didn't like, please let me know, because I'm trying to build this channel in the right direction and I'd love to be able to deliver for you guys. One big thing is I am streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Draaynaation, and I would love for you guys to pop by at some point and hang out. I'm trying to build a bit of a community here around the new Call of Duty, and I'm enjoying the game a lot, having some fun, getting some wins, and I'd love to see you guys in there. Until the next video, we'll see you next time.